Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player career mode. Hopefully you're all doing very, very well. As always, a huge thank you for all of your incredible support and taking the time to watch one of my videos. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Recording this straight after the previous episode, so if you missed it, go back, check it out. I'll quickly run through what happened and take a look at what's in store today. But 500 likes, my friends, as always, would be incredible. So, what happened last time out? Well, it was a very, very good episode for us. A 1-1 draw, not ideal against Liverpool, but it does mean, as we head into the second leg of that Carabao Cup semi-final, we are finally poised. And then we had Palace, in which we simmed the first game in the FA Cup. We drew that, which meant we needed replay. And then we won that by 2-1, before a 3-1 victory over Palace in the Premier League, and then a 3-0 win over Newcastle as well. Which means today, we start with Portsmouth in the FA Cup round of 32. We will sim that. Then it's Liverpool in the semi-final second leg. Then it's Villa, and then we will finish with Wolves, meaning we're very near that round of 16 Champions League tie against Shakhtar, which we've not won the Champions League yet in this series. Could this be the year? Fingers crossed. That's what we're hoping for. So that's all we've got today, and we're in the January transfer window. We saw Christensen leave at the end of last episode. We also await the team of the year for this year, so there's a lot going on. First up, though, this Portsmouth game, we will go ahead and sim it, and let's see if we make it through to the next round. The FA Cup is something I would like to win, but you'd expect us to win, and there you go. 2-0 victory over Portsmouth, meaning we move to the round of 16, and this is the point where I'll probably start to play the matches now. So, what about Liverpool? What are we expecting? I'm expecting a banger of a match, but will it go in our favour? Let's find out. And into the team news we go, where for Liverpool, new signing Takefusa Kubo is not starting, but I imagine he will be on the bench in what will, if he comes on, be his first appearance in a Liverpool shirt. He could make himself an instant hero if he is the one to send Liverpool through to this Carabao Cup final. For us, the quadruple's on, but we have to book our spot in that final by beating Liverpool here at the Etihad following the 1-1 draw at Anfield. Here is Alexander-Arnold, forward to Kimmich, now Gelhardt, round the corner for Martinez. 17 minutes played here, and Liverpool building down the right. As we had the player to watch, apparently, the cross into the box, easily dealt with by Ruben Dias. The ball, though, will fall the way of Gallagher. And now Kimmich, intercepted quickly. The break on for Manchester City. Haaland's ball will find me. The touch out of our feet, bearing down on Liverpool's goal. And really, we knew what was coming from that position, didn't we? And it's City 1, Liverpool 0 after 22 minutes at the Etihad. Liverpool trying to create down the right. Eventually we win it back. And it's just pace on the counter-attack that causes them the problem. We're through 1-on-1, and you'd expect us to score every single time. And this time, we do exactly that. There has been occasions as of late my shooting boots have lacked. Not today, though. And comparing this to the game at Anfield, it was the other way around in that fixture. They took the lead, we had to equalise. Well, this time, they've got to try and find a bit of inspiration to draw level terms. Here's Tchouaméni finding Haaland. Haaland will play it backwards. We'll slow it down for the moment, see if we can get Foden in down that left-hand side. The ball does go towards him. He chooses to head it backwards. And now Martinez will pick up the loose ball. Not the best of passes from myself. I was trying to get Foden away. Here is Alexander-Arnold. Now Gelhardt. Ruben Dias steps in brilliantly. 2 minutes to go until half-time. City at the moment in control. Here is Costa. Liverpool haven't been able to find a way through this resilient Manchester City defence. But at the same time, Man City's only shot has resulted in the goal. And at half-time, we are 45 minutes away from booking our spots in the Carabao Cup final. Here we go then, back underway. We'll see what has been said by the managers. We'll see the reaction of the players. Because just the single shot in that first 45 in which it is the reason the game sits 1-0. The ball out wide here to Foden. Immediately trying to get City a second chance. Valverde, Haaland, rebounds! City 2, Liverpool 0. And is that the goal that seals it for the citizens? Carabao Cup final looming. Liverpool's dreams are smashed. And it's so unfortunate from them because they nearly deal with it first time. But Haaland does what Haaland does. Second time of asking, smashes the ball into the back of Liverpool's goal. And the quadruple dreams are still intact for Pep Guardiola's men. 13 minutes remain. Liverpool have made a couple of changes, one of which Takefusa Kubo is on for his Liverpool debut. But can he be the hero they need to bring back this tie? It's looking unlikely at this moment in time. I think City have done enough and it well could get better here as Foden's found me. And we are in again. And it's the likely outcome. It's City 3, Liverpool 0. We have completely obliterated Liverpool here at the Etihad and deserve our spots in the final. And honestly, if we don't win it from this point forward now, no disrespect to Leicester and Sheffield United, the other two sides in the other semi-final, well, it'll be seen as a missed opportunity of the highest margins from Manchester City. Injury time remaining of this one. Manchester City have done it. We will be in the Carabao Cup final. And it's the first one we have to look forward to in terms of this season, barring the first couple of games we played right at the start of the season in the Community Shield and the UEFA Super Cup, of course. We're hoping as well, though, we'll have an FA Cup, a Champions League and the Premier League as well. But the Carabao Cup we will be playing for in the very near future. Let's see if it'll be Sheffield United or Leicester. Leicester do have the 3-1 aggregate lead after the first leg, though. Advancing the days forwards to this Aston Villa game. So let's quickly have a look then and see the results in the other semi-final of the Carabao Cup, which should now have been played. And we will take on Leicester on the 25th of February. So next month in game. They beat Sheffield United 3-1 again, actually, to make it 6-2 on aggregate. So yeah, should be a good one, that one. Let's have a look at the calendar. Is it going to be next episode? I imagine it might be, you know. Well, no, it won't. It'll be, we've got Villa today, then we've got Wolves, and then we've got Shakhtar before Spurs, and then it's the Carabao Cup final. But I imagine we might see an FA Cup draw somewhere here as well. So that might be potentially 2 episodes in the future, the Carabao Cup final. We shall see, though. Next up, Villa. Quickly, I need to look at the news, see if anything's happened in the way of transfers, though. No transfers to tell you about at the moment, then. So we go straight into the game against Villa at Villa Park. There's the 2 lineups. We know that Villa have got a decent side. Rashford, the one to watch in their team. Ramsey as well, very good midfielder alongside Milinkovic-Savic. So, tough game this, but City, we are favourites. Let's get this victory. City start the possession off. Haaland, intercepted by Tran. Ball goes forward. Cruz lets the ball go. And here is Rashford for his first touch of the game for Aston Villa. The main man for them, the number 9, goes back the way of Estupinian. Rodri intercepts. Now the ball forward to myself. We found Haaland. We'll commit to the run. Estupinian has got to stay with me, and he hasn't yet. And the pace is there again. We're on our right foot, though. It's wide. Right foot's lacking recently, and I don't know why. The confidence I had in it, not quite there. Just not able to get the curl on the ball to test the goalkeeper. First chance flows our way, but to no avail. Cruz, Milinkovic-Savic. Rashford's dropping a little bit deeper to try and get on the ball, and that's not helping Villa at all. Haaland, excellent work by Tchouameni to steal it. And now we are bearing down into the Villa penalty area. The angle was tight. I was trying to wait for the ball back into the middle, and then I kind of panicked a little bit towards the end of it. But fortunately for us, Tchouameni, who's brilliant, started the move off, was able to pick up the rebound and find the back of the net. I ran at such speed that the sort of gap between us and the goalkeeper here just seemed to close immediately, and then I should have played it back the way of Haaland. That was the pass I was waiting to do, but as I say, fortunately for us, Tchouameni's there, and we do get the goal that puts us 1-0 up here at Villa Park, but there is still work to be done because I don't think a 1-0 scoreline is safe, because Villa will probably create chances in this one. Having said that, we were brilliant defensively against Liverpool. Here goes Cruz. Good save, Ederson. That was the moment that we talked about that Villa might create. Ederson equal to it. And as Rashford goes over to take this corner, it's a wonderful header, in fact. And Cruz equalises for Villa. Now, I'm not sure if there was a slight deflection on the way through. Cruz and Villa won't care, because after a matter of a few minutes, Villa are back on level terms. Commentator's curse. There is a deflection. I think Phil Foden It might go down as an own goal, this one. The ball loops over Ederson into that far corner. Nobody's on the back post, and that's what cost Manchester City. If someone had been there, it's an easy clearance, but no one is. And Steven Gerrard's men back at 1-1. Who will be credited? Cruz does get the goal. So the deflection, even though it was there, does not discredit Cruz from picking up that goal there. His 5th in 17 Premier League matches. Let's go again then, Manchester City. Can you get yourself straight back in front? Ball over looking for Haaland. Kelly blocks. Corner ball. Torres, Rodri, Tchouaméni with the great ball. We'll wait for the run from Araujo. Here he goes, right-hand side. We're holding our run back as well. Haaland waits in the middle. Haaland, Tchouaméni. It's just overplayed. When the ball reaches Haaland, he's got to try and turn and look for something else, not try and play it back. And then when I eventually do get it back, there's no space for me to work with. Rashford here, trying to create for Villa. I've tracked him all the way, but wasn't able to make the challenge. Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Cruz's day and Aston Villa's has just got even better with an outstanding finish. Shaping up to be one of those days. It starts all the way in Villa's penalty area. Haaland plays the ball back to Tchouaméni. He tries to play it back to me. At that point, they already knew where it was going. First touch is straight one back by Villa. I tried to get back and, you know, kind of slow the play down so that they weren't able to find this chance. And, well, I reckon Cruz can hit that multiple times. There's very many times he would miss. Not this time, though, as the ball sails past Ederson into the Manchester City top corner. And at half-time, from being 1-0 up, it is Aston Villa 2, Manchester City 1. Big response needed from Manchester City. There was just too many poor decisions being made by myself, by Haaland, by a few of the City players when we were in and around that Aston Villa box. So, got to be better on that front and defend better as well. I mean, ultimately, Cruz can, as I say, hit that shot many times and he probably doesn't score. But the one time he does is today as Villa hit the bar. We're giving them far too much respect and far too much space. 6 minutes remain and Aston Villa here are looking for goal 3. Big save, Ederson. Big save. But time is really not on our side. We have to go forwards. And even though we needed a goal back in this second half to draw level, it's been Villa who've come closest. They hit the bar and Ederson's just have to make that save there. And for City, this could be detrimental to the title race, depending on what Manchester United have done elsewhere. Rodrigo, left side, cross, back post! It's 2-2! We get something on the ball. Don't celebrate. I want you to pick up the ball and go again. We're drawing the game. I'm not watching us celebrate like that for a draw. Sorry, I'm not. It's 2-2, 90 minutes. We're celebrating like we just, won the league. Not a chance. A point is not good. We played awfully and we cannot accept performances like this. Credit to Villa because they were good. But don't celebrate like that for a 2-2 draw. Especially if United have won, because now that means they're going to be even further ahead. 5 points, in fact. Well, turns out I don't know who they were playing. I will try and find out right here. But United actually lost. So that is, in the end, not bad. I was going on that rant about the fact that that's still not a good result for that celebrations. But in the end, Chelsea beat United by 2-1, which means we actually do pick up a point on them and close the gap to just 2. It could have been 5 points, the gap, though, if United had have beaten Chelsea. So you can see why I wasn't too happy with how that game had gone. Chelsea as well, now up into third on 51 points. Leicester really falling away with 14 Premier League matches to go. Also, I was trying to find the news for the team of the year for 2028, and I wasn't able to find any. So I don't know if I've just missed it. I checked the club section as well to see if that was where it was going to be, and then I'd be able to really kind of, see if we were on it, but still to no avail unless it's here now, which I doubt. We have just made a signing though. Gianluca Busio has joined from Liverpool for £65.5 million, so central midfield area strengthened like we'd asked for the team to do, as Anthony Gordon has gone to Fiorentina. He's gone Fiorentina. Newcastle have signed Ben White. Chelsea have signed David Calabria. And Fulham have made a signing as well of Alan Virginius. So we had 26 players before deadline day. Are we now on to 27 with the signing of Busio? We are. So, I'll try and keep you updated here. 10 hours to go in deadline day. Let's see what happens. Liverpool, another sale of a central midfielder. This time, Nico Gonzalez has gone to Inter. So, they've lost 2 central midfielders there, Liverpool. And that is really, really surprising. Unless they're planning on bringing some in, they really need to. Because otherwise, they are going to be short in that area. Unless they had a lot of players already in central midfielders. Pobega has gone to Atletico. And he is now the second biggest deal of deadline day. 5 hours remain of this transfer window. Down to just 4. Leicester, apparently, Harvey Elliott may be on the move to Fiorentina. I've not checked the squad hub, so I still don't know if we've got 27 players. But I'd imagine if someone big did leave, it would have appeared on our today's top deals. Frimpong going to Lyon from Real Madrid. 2 hours to go. And the deal for Harvey Elliott has just been completed. Fiorentina, £97 million to sign the Leicester man. So that's a big, big transfer for them. Final hour of deadline day. We will advance it and we shall see just what has happened. It is closed. Let's go to the squad hub. Let's see. 27 players. Happy days. We are still remaining as a starting 11. Squad locked in for the last 14 Premier League games, plus the rest of them, as we go on search of this quadruple still. Wolves at Molineux, they're up into 4th. So really, really strong season from them thus far. We'll see how this goes, as no games have been played. Still just the 2 points adrift of United. There's the team news. Tchouaméni, Valverde and Rodri starting midfield. Strong 11, as Isak up front for Wolves. We were so good defensively against Liverpool, and then you saw our sort of lapse against Villa, so we need to be better. And as Haaland has got us on the ball immediately here, we try and go towards this right-hand side, looking for the ball back into the box. We will now find Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni gives me it back. Space opened up, and it's City 1, Wolves 0. After a matter of minutes, so much better in terms of my finishing there with the early chance that we get. And we had to be clinical. The ball, the space inside the area. I mean, Wolves do pack it, but there was still seemingly a lot of space to play with. There's at least 7 Wolverhampton Wanderers players inside their own penalty area, and yet we were still able to find this shot. Speak about our defending against Villa. Well, that from Wolves was terrible, to be honest. Valverde for City. Ball forwards. Haaland is looking to make his move. And in the end, Wolves have watched him all the way, but because they back off such a long way, it does give me space to play with. They're so concerned with the run of Erling Haaland that they then just give us that space to work with. Tchouaméni! 2-0! Yes! This is more like it in the Premier League from City. Brilliant finish from Tchouaméni. And Camavinga, we said how big a miss he was going to be for this City side. Well, Tchouaméni, since coming into the starting 11, sensational so far. He was brilliant with the tackle that set us up for the first goal against Villa. And his finishing here in this one against Wolves for this goal is sublime. Really, really good. Now just imagine if we'd have kept hold of Camavinga and had him, Tchouaméni and Valverde still. What a midfield that would have been. Rodri towards Tchouaméni, centre of the park, enjoying the possession that is presented to him here. Now finds Valverde. What a ball that is, out wide. As we cut back inside on that favoured left foot. Now find Tchouaméni once more. Tchouaméni, what can he do from this position? Finds Foden. Valverde trying to strike it. Aït-Nouri will head it away. Guiachurida trying to win it back for Manchester City as the pressure is put straight back onto Wolves. They cannot seem to get this ball out just yet. Tchouaméni's back heel will not work out. And again, though, he's there to intercept. Every time Wolves try and play their way out, they're just seeing the ball return back towards their goal. As once more, that's Foden! Oh, it's in! I can't believe that's worked! It was an accidental ball over the top. I meant to play it along the floor. My finger just hit the LB button. And I thought, the chance is gone, but no! It still results in a goal. And then you kind of sit there and you think to yourself, if this is what's happening for us. This was pretty much the same story against Villa, but for them. Foden could try this many, many times, and Sarr should save it. Sorry, not Sarr, whoever it is in the Wolves goal. I'm so used to it being Jose Sarr. Should save it, but he doesn't. And, well, it's 3-0, and is that the end of the game here for Wolves? I'm not sure that United are playing the same time as us, so we won't be able to see their results and know whether or not we are heading to the top of the Premier League. Of course, if they lose and we win here, that will be the outcome. So we'll just have to wait and see. Here is Illich. Wolves looking for something to start a fight back. Pau Torres with a challenge. The referee seemed to not even blink there. Didn't even consider potential penalty call. But then again, nobody in a Wolves shirt really asked the question. They were all fairly, calm. None of them put their hands up and sort of turned round to the referee to ask that. Pau Torres seemingly making a very good challenge there inside City's penalty area as Manchester City looking for 4. Valverde, just the touch lets him down. Otherwise, it was Manchester City 4, Wolves 0. Geertruida's down the right-hand side. Now the ball will find him. We've held our run again. Geertruida loves doing that little ball back. Here is Haaland. There's 4. Wolves are being dismantled at Molineux. It is delightful from City. But if you're a Wolves fan and you're seeing your team fight for the Champions League this season, you're scratching your head in disbelief as to what you're seeing defensively. Because again, there is 6, 7 Wolves players in the box. Meyer stands there and watches Haaland put the ball in the top corner. Just a single minute of added time here. Wolves trying to finish strongly, but it's not enough. And at Molineux, it finishes Wolves 0, Manchester City 4. Let's have a look. United, what have you got for us? Defeat in your game, and we're top of the Prem. Let's find out. Standings. That's the Champions League, because our next game is against Shakhtar. So that was a little bit anticlimactic, wasn't it? Anyway, Premier League, here we go. This is the moment. They haven't played. I was just about to say we're top. But we are top, but only because they've got a game in hand, of which they will take on Nottingham Forest, who are down in 16th. So you'd expect that to be a Manchester United victory. Meanwhile, Chelsea, by the way, just a point behind us now. So it's turned into a 3-horse race for this Premier League title. Manchester City, Manchester United and Chelsea all fighting it out, it looks like. As Shakhtar will be our next game. Calendar, let's have a quick look then. I mentioned we might have a cup draw somewhere. We actually have got it. It's Liverpool again. Why? Why are we facing Liverpool in the FA Cup? Right, Shakhtar, then Spurs, and then Leicester in the Carabao Cup final. So what we might do is, I'm trying to think of the way I can do this because I don't just want to do 2 matches as an episode. Unless I have to, but I could play them longer, I guess, and then do it like that. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I do Shakhtar and Spurs its own episode, and then we'll do Leicester as the final, because I do like to make the finals their own individual videos. Although, having said that, I might just play all 3. I don't know. We'll see. I want to say, though, a massive thank you for watching this episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. A huge thank you for all of your incredible support and all of your lovely words that you always leave me in the comments. Keep them coming. Love reading them. And I'll go through and try and respond to them where I can. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Activate the notification bell as well to make sure you do not miss an episode. 322 appearances with 286 goals and 164 assists is what we're on so far. And that, my friends, is the end of today. Until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening. I'm going to try and record the next episode very, very soon. So hopefully you should be getting this over the weekend. And the next episode will be then the start of next week, hopefully Monday or Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. But until then, look after each other. And I'll catch you all back here again very, very soon. Adios!